Deep inhale, using the expansion of the tummy. Silent roar. Inhale again. Silent roar. Emptying the lungs, belly to spine. Take that deep inhale again. This time with the mouth closed. Ujjayi exhale. Long, slow, controlled exhale with that restricted hiss in the back of the throat. Inhale deeply. Ujjayi exhale. Allow the shoulders to drop. Pull the belly into the spine as you empty the lungs. Deep inhale. Ujjayi exhale. Nice. Recover the breath. Turn the palms down onto the knees and take some big circles with the whole torso, just round in a circle so you can breathe in as you come forward and breathe out as you go backwards. Move the shoulders into the movement as well, so we get a bit of a warm up around the shoulders. And then the other direction. Nice. Center up. Make sure we've got a nice straight spine by tipping the tailbone down again, belly in, and turn to the right. So the left fingertips on the right knee, right fingertips in behind us. A few breaths, just getting used to being in a twist, not making it happen. And then a nice deep inhale, expanding the tummy. And moving your Ujjayi exhale, moving yourself into your maximum twist. May only be a fraction of a millimeter more. Deep inhale, Ujjayi exhale, rolling the tummy muscles up from the lower abdomen. Feel that compression happening and just massaging and wringing out the internal organs. And again, a deep inhale. This time the shoulder blades move gently back together, a little squeeze. And we come out gently to center. Might want to move the spine around a little bit before we go into the twist on the left-hand side. So the right fingertips hooking onto the left knee, and the left fingertips pressing in behind you. Just a couple of soft breaths. And not trying to shock the body into a twist too much. Inhale deeply, expand the tummy. Ujjayi exhale, find your maximum twist. Inhale deeply. Ujjayi exhale, rolling the belly muscles in. Wringing out the internal organ. And again, final one. Feel the shoulder blades gently reach back together on this final exhale. Nice. Gently back to center. Again, you might feel you want to wriggle out the spine a little bit. Goodness knows why I've got the socks on. It's boiling here. Hold on to the knees. Take a deep inhale. And then roll backwards. Pick up the feet. Would come off the sit bones. Chin comes down to the chest. You might hear click, click, click. And pull forward with the chest, but keep the feet up. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Really fill the lungs. Keep that restriction in the back of the throat as we pull the belly in and empty the lungs. And again, deep inhale. Lovely. Remember which foot is in front, because it's going to be the other way when we come back. And both fingers round the thumb. So your forefinger, your index finger and your middle finger around your toes, not your thumbs. And we can just kind of balance here. See how well you get into it. So the elbows are kind of on the inside of the knee, yeah? We're not in here, we're out here. There's an opening in the hips. And those of us who find this reasonably easy, you can start to give the legs a little bit of a stretch. Don't overdo it. We'll have quite a few rounds of these. And some of you will still just be balancing. That's fine. So we'll go from one leg and then the other, and then see if they'll both stretch out. And then see if they'll both come a bit wider. It's up to you. You may still just be working on your balance. That's fine. Releasing back to center, and we want the other foot in front. Sit the tailbone down, abdomen in, raise the arms and hold the thumbs together. So we're kind of pulling away on the thumbs and creating some strength down the side body. Want nice straight elbows. Make sure that head is nice and back on the spine. You're not keeping your head down forward. Release this grip, and spider fingertips are going to reach forward down to the mat in front of us. I'll turn sideways so you can see we should be able to keep a nice straight back here. And then we kind of push the bottom back into the mat. You see that movement creates a rounded back. So we want to try and keep the tailbone down, yeah, but pull the chest forward, flattening the back off, and keep the head back on the spine. It's not a racing finish. We're not jutting the chin forward. Nice line up the neck. And then just see with the elbows as you ujjayi, exhale, how low you can go. And when you get the elbows to bend, then that means you can walk the fingers out. There's a bit of strength training in the fingertips here. And don't overdo it, just go as far as you can, especially if you're feeling lower back strain. Move back up and make sure you're keeping the back nice and straight. And then some of us can kind of come all the way down. We're going to walk these hands over to the right hand side. Try and keep that connection between the body and the thigh. We get a bit of a diagonal feeling here where there's a stretch up the left. as we really reach this left fingers forward. Lovely, walk it back around. So from the right over to the center. Again, a little maximum with the elbows. See if there's any extra to be had. And then we can walk around to the left hand side and we get this diagonal line. So I'm about 9, 10, 12, 9, 10, about 10 o'clock. Let's move back around through the center before we come right over here to the right hand side again, and the right elbow comes down. Now we're in line with the hip and we're going to come up in a position you all know very well, the side stretch. Always, if you need, you can have a block under the elbow so that you don't have to use strength. But if you can get the elbow all the way down and keep the connection of the left sit bone on that, that's nice. Great. Walk it all the way around in our big circle to the left. Let's see if the elbow will go down and stretch. Breathe. Very nice. Right, fingers back to the front and have an investigate for the final one. See how well you come down. Nice. Walk the hands back up. And we're going to put the hands underneath the knees and we're going to roll back and forth. So quite a big effort needed to get yourself back and maybe back up. Lovely. Next time you find yourself up here, try and stay and Navasana. Great. Roll over the feet, the shins, and onto all fours for some cat-cow. Knees are directly under the shins. No, not the shins. Knees are directly under the hips. Heels of the hands directly under the shoulders. And we drop the back into a hammock and we look up. Stretch the abdomen as you inhale. And then exhale, roll the whole back into an archway. Pull the belly up to the spine, drop the head, and press into the tops of the feet, picking the knees up. If you want that to be a little bit stronger, that's fine, just an inch. And then rock into cow, and exhale into cat, roll. Lovely stretch of the abdomen muscles and round. Lovely. So from here we can quite happily come into a down dog. We just need a little bit more room. So either the feet go back a couple of inches or the hands move forward a couple of inches. Either way, depending on where you are on your mat. Strong in the core as you push the bottom up and step into down dog. You can have a micro bend in the knees, that's fine. Try and drop into the heels. Turn the tailbone up to the sky, stretching all the way through the hams, stretching the Achilles, stretching the calves. Try and bring the head through the arms. Okay, let's come to the top of the mat. Small steps, pressing down with the feet as we move up towards the hand. Have bent knees, keep the connection of the stomach to the thighs. Let the head pan. And you can put your hands around the backs of the knees. Or you can hold your hands, folded arms under the head. That's a nice stretch for the back. Lovely. Palms into prayer. Keep the bottom down and the left elbow to the right knee. Have a twist. Other side. Have a chair. And come up. Standing with the feet wider than the hips, toes directly forward. Hands on the haunches. A nice big hip rotations, keeping the legs straight. And the other direction. Lovely. With one leg, I'll go on my left leg first. We're going to do some hip circles. Other side. Lovely. And then we'll see how we get on just raising this left leg here. Hold. Hold strong around the lower back, lower core, and then see if the leg will go out straight. Straight-ish. Don't let it get to a point where this quad is really going to tighten up on you. Always take it out and always give it a rub as well. That's always a nice thing to do. And then you won't be able to hold it as long as you did the first time, ever. Release. Maybe give it a rub. Other side, just start off with the bent leg, get the balance. And if it's balance which stops you, then by all means find something to put a finger down on and stretch. Feel free to come out, have a little rub if necessary. Nice, release. And from the top of the mat, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Take a halfway lift with the palms on the sides. Send the tailbone high, nice flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Don't worry if the legs are bending, that's fine. Fingers down either side of the feet and right leg all the way back. Lovely long step back before you put the knee down and foot in the flat off. Foot in the flat off. Press the hips down and feel that stretch happening on the quad. And up we come, tickling the mat. Look up. Lovely. Palms down, tuck the toes, pick up the knee, strong step back into plank and hold. Exhaling when you put the knees down, put the hammock into the back, keeping the toes tucked. Move the weight forward, drop down into our cobra. Make a little push up and put the pelvic bone down. You flatten the feet off again for, oh no, we were in knees, chest, chin. Now we're in cobra. Or if you want, upward dog, super strong around the core, picking up the knees. Don't feel you have to. A bit early for that. Into the knees to push the bottom back, up again, down dog. I'm having an investigation in my downward dog. I'm just moving around a bit. Seeing what it's all about. Right, that right leg went back, so the right leg wants to come forward to between the hands. So remember, you can always drop this left leg and reach back and pick up the right one, put it forward. Just try to be sure you've got enough distance here between this heel of the right foot and the knee so that you can push the hips down and get that stretch along the quad of the left. Up to the fingertips and look up. Nice. Palms down, tuck in the toes, just step forward. Have a little dip in the bottom, a little bend of the knees and come up with a flat back. Inhale all the way up. Exhale through the breath. And mountain pose. So slight unlocking of the knees, but keep that nice tailbone down, abdomen in, shoulders down. And breathe. Eyes are closed. Nice. Inhaling then, arms all the way up. Exhaling down. Don't worry if the knees bend. But when we inhale for this flat back, we do want some straighter knees. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, foot back, left foot back, left knee down. And we'll take the twist, which is the left elbow onto the right knee, into prayer, look back. Lovely. See if we can push these arms up to the sky, facing forward. Don't feel you have to, and maybe to do that you have to come back with the hips a little bit. That's okay. Palms down. Tuck the left toes, pick up the left knee, find your plank. Try and have the elbow, the inner eyes of the elbows facing each other. Knees come down, hammock into the back, move the weight forward and drop the chest, knees, chest, chin. Flatten the pelvic bone onto the mat, flatten the feet, have your cobra or your upward dog. And the knees go down, tuck the toes, push up, down dog. Lovely. One way or another, maybe by putting the right knee down, the left foot is going to find its way between the hands. Right knee down on the mat, right foot flat down on the mat, the top of the foot is flattened off, and we twist the other way, so the left elbow finds the right knee. That's wrong, the right knee finds the left. The left elbow finds the right knee. Just as long as you're on opposites. Lovely. See if we can reach up to the sky from here. Remember, you can bring the hips back if you need to for the lower back. And palms come down. Tuck the toe, pick up the knee, big step, top of the mat. We'll have that slight bending in the knees to bring a flat back all the way up. And exhale. And mountain pose. Closing the eyes, relax, few deep breaths. Be aware now of how much lung capacity you feel. Very nice. So we'll be back onto the right foot, stepping back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Halfway lift. Deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Right, now the right foot goes back, but we turn the right heel down to the mat, so it's flat down on the mat. And I don't mind how you come up from here. You can launch yourself all the way up, or you can use your hands, come up on the knee, keep the hips down, and warrior one. So we are chest facing forward. Yeah. Lovely. We're just going to make this a little bit more difficult by bringing the hands in front of the chest and coming slightly down. So you need a lot of strength in this front leg. Leaning slightly forward, spreading the toes, getting a lot of strength from the mat. And then we try and come up into warrior 3. So from here, picking up that back leg and bringing the body down. Lovely. Back onto that foot, up we come. And we can turn hips to face the long edge of the mat. We've still got the right toes facing the long edge of the mat and the left toes facing the short edge of the mat. Perfect position for a little Trikonasana. So the hips kick out to the right, arms nice and strong on the cross, reach to the left, reaching over this left toe, reaching over to the short edge of the mat, and then windmill down. Just as well as you can manage. If you need some help on the thigh or down on the shin, just never on the knee. Lovely, coming up strong in the core. Got to turn the heating off, I'm absolutely boiling in here. So a few hip rotations. And the other way. And then from the top of the mat. This time we'll be stepping back with the left. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, folding in the hips. Left foot goes all the way back. And then we let the left heel down to the mat. And we come up and find warrior 1. Lovely. Into a prayer position and sit the body slightly forward. So you really have to strongly engage that front leg. And then we try and get up in 1 or 2 bounces to warrior 3. Very nice. Back with the back foot down, the left foot down, and we end up in a nice position for a Trikonasana. So the hips come to face along the long edge of the mat. Kick the hips out to the left, arms up on the cross, nice and strong. Reach, reach, reach. And windmill down. Looking down to the foot before we come up. Hands onto the hips, big hip rotations. Now the direction. Very nice. Now, hopefully somebody's got a strap. Everyone's got a strap or something. We're just going to come down onto the mat. And have ourselves a twist before we come down. So what we can do is have the right foot out straight, yeah, and have this left foot find its way onto the right side, and then we'll twist over to the left, you see? So you're twisting in to this high knee here. If you're super comfortable like that, maybe this right foot can sit under the left side a little bit, so we get into a sort of a little ball. You can always use the inside of the right elbow, hook it around that left knee, and use it as a bit of a lever into our twist. If you're still super comfortable, you might get the elbow on the other side of the knee. Lovely. Uncurl ourselves. Let's have a Navasana whilst we're at it. Lovely. And then it's the left leg that can stay out long and the right leg comes over. Yeah, and we turn in to the right leg, which is up, or this left foot can tuck underneath the right side. Then we turn into this right leg using the left inner elbow as a bit of a hook around lever to begin with. Very nice. See if we can come straight from here into Navasana again, but what you're going to want is to be nicely placed on your mat to come down from here into our Savasana. So you won't want any equipment in the way, except for we will be using the strap just quickly at the end. Lovely. What we want is the strap around the feet in Baddha Konasana. I'll show you this way on. So the Baddha Konasana is the feet nice together. Now they don't have to be flat together, they can be open like a book, that's fine. I'm going to try and use the strap to keep them here, and you can let yourself down gently onto an elbow and then onto the back, and try and hold your strap in so that we keep the heels quite close to the pelvis and let the knees drop out to the side. Try and flatten the spine down on the mat. Lovely. Releasing the strap. If you need to, use your hands to help your legs back up. Both knees into the body. Yeah. Both arms up around the shins into a lovely ball and roll side to side over the back. Letting the knees now down to one side, trying to keep the arms both with the shoulder blades flat on the back. And if this top leg needs to extend out straight for some extra weight, that's fine. Close the eyes, breathe into the twist. Deep inhale then, and a strong core exhale as we bring the legs back up through center and then let them out to the other side. Exactly the same, try and allow the shoulder blades down onto the mat. Maybe sometimes people like to have something under the opposite shoulder blade because it can be quite a stretch. So obviously that's fine. And just breathe. Breathe into the stretch. So your eyes are closed and your mind is inside the body. Your mind is in the thigh, in the spine, and the breath is being sent there. Deep inhale. Strong core. Again, over we come. Onto the back, both feet down. We're going to push off into a little half wheel before we finish. So palms down into the mat, push the hips up. Push the feet into the mat, pulling the skin down away from the shoulders. Even pressure through the feet. And then separate the shoulder blades and let the spine gently roll down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Through the lumbar by keeping the tailbone high until the last minute, down to the tailbone, and let the legs go long. Let the feet flop out to the side, let the palms face the sky, close the eyes, take a deep breath. On the exhale, imagine the whole body is melting into the mat. And relax the eyes in their sockets. Unfocus the eyes behind the eyelids. Release the tongue in the mouth. Soften the jaw all the way up to the temples. Relaxing the muscles of the whole face and the whole scalp. Relax the neck, relax the throat. Relax the collarbones. Relax the very tops of the shoulders and across the shoulder blades. Relax the upper chest, the upper arms, and the elbows, and the forearms, and the wrists, and the fingers. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, imagine the whole rib cage, front and back, relax. Relax the tummy. Relax the mid-back, the lumbar. Relax the lower back and the sacrum. Relax the lower abdomen and the glutes. Relax the whole pelvic area. Relax the thighs. Relax the knees. Relax the calves. Relax the ankles and the heels and the toes. Relax the whole body. And relax the mind. Nice and slowly let the head roll from side to side. Have a little wriggle of the fingers and toes, maybe a slightly deeper breath, waking up the body. And draw the ankles together and stretch the arms up above the head. Push the heels away And push the mid-spine gently down towards the mat. Strong, long body stretch. Keeping the core engaged. Bring the knees up to meet the hands. And hold on to each knee with each hand. And rotate the knees in nice big circles. As big as you can manage, so you feel you're massaging the lower back on the mat. And then remembering to go in the other direction. Let the body roll down to the fetal position, any side you like. Maybe use the upper arm as a pillow. We'll just spend a brief moment here, thanking ourselves for getting on the mat, for connecting our minds to our bodies for a whole hour, and for thinking of very little else whilst we say the prayer to the body that is yoga asana, and for simply taking our me time. Nice and slowly coming up to a seated position, anyone that suits you, doesn't have to be special. And I'll close the class with 3 Aum, 3 Shanti. If you'd like to join me, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thanks. Well done. Everyone's on mute. Just
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Leo.
Thanks, Matt.
Good. Everyone feeling okay?